Hey, amazing people. This morning we are going to be sharing on this question. Why does conflict resolution becomes complicated in some contexts? Or why is it almost impossible to resolve conflict with certain category of people? Why is it almost impossible to resolve conflict with a given category of people? That's the question we'll be sharing on this morning. Many a times people face challenges. They may come up to others. Friendships may face challenges, relationships, marriages, even families may have disputes. And these things are very common, which is but normal because human beings are human beings. In the course of communication, in the course of interaction, there might be some glitches or hitches or some misunderstandings. It's very obvious because we are human beings. We interact, we communicate, we speak with each other. We reason differently. We are not inanimate objects. We are not like trees that just grow. The rain falls, the sun shines, they blossom, they fade out, they wither, and then they die. No, we are human beings. We are bound to interact. We are forced to interact with each other. But in the course of this interaction, some hitches may come up, some misunderstandings may come up. And we, obviously, living together in a community, may be forced to be able to resolve this conflict. But what makes conflict resolution almost impossible is because most of these conflicts have to do with disrespectful people. Most of these conflicts are always caused by disrespectful people, because there are people that want to feel important. Disrespectful people always want to feed their ego. They will always want you to massage and caress their ego. And if you are not a boot licker, if you are not the type that will break down or will bend to their request, it's obvious that you people will clash. So it is impossible to resolve conflict with disrespectful people because they communicate with their ego. Disrespectful people communicate simply with their ego and nothing else. Anything you say, they are protecting but their ego. Everything has to do with them. They will want you to bend to their level. They will want you to accept their disrespect because they want their ego to be nourished. They want you to keep feeding their ego. So it is almost impossible to resolve conflict with such people. So the main thing, the way I treat with disrespectful people is that I don't give you that room to keep exchanging. I learn to ignore. I just pack you aside like you don't exist and I move on. Because I have tried with a good number of disrespectful people. They will not accept. There are people that will hardly say they are sorry. They will defend themselves. Even they will say this and hang on it, and they may say something now. You tell them the next minute, this is what you said. They will outrightly refuse and make you sound or look like a fool, which is not supposed to be the case. We are human beings. We can make mistake in the course of our speech. We may want to say something and then we say it in a way that we are misunderstood. Be as simple and down to earth as nothing to say you are sorry. Because most often conflicts come because of misunderstandings. Your intention of saying something might be good, but you might be misunderstood by the other party. In a case where there are misunderstandings, simply say you're sorry. I did not intend for you to understand it this way. I wanted to say it like this is actually what I wanted to say. Unfortunately, maybe I wrote it out or I said it in a way that you misunderstood it, but it was never my intention for me to be misunderstood. Simply say you're sorry. But with disrespectful people, they will hardly say they are sorry. And so, conflict resolution becomes impossible and very difficult when it has to do with such people. Because everything about them has to do with their ego. Do you know who I am? Do you know what you want to do? And all of those. I hope I made some sense. Good morning.